Good day. Welcome to your weekly YogaFIT. I'm Nico. Merry holidays, happy holidays this week. Today you don't need anything. Maybe a block or two, maybe a yoga strap for the end for stretching. Otherwise, grab some water. You got your yoga mat. We're going to do some sun salutations, but then also mixed in with a little bit more of a dynamic movement with them for repetitions for time. A little bit like last week. And then we'll get some core and have some nice cool down stretches to work a little bit, some heart opening toward the end and some finishing stretches. All right, ready to start? Grab your stuff if you have it, and let's get moving. Let's start in tabletop position, just to kind of warm up the wrists and the spine a little bit. Stack your hands under the shoulders. Really wide grip on your fingers. We'll try to maintain that throughout the practice when you're on the ground. Rotate your elbows, creases forward. Knees under the hips. Find your neutral spine. Maybe wiggle it out a little bit here first. Find some movements to break off some of that rust. All right, neutral spine, so a slight tailbone tucked toward the knees and a little bit of a push of your shoulders off, away from the ground. We'll inhale, lift your tailbone for cow position, gently gazing upwards, dropping your heart. Exhale, round your spine, tailbone lengthens to the knees, shoulders spread in the back, chin to chest. One more time through center. Lift your tailbone, gaze upward, drop your heart, squeeze shoulder blades together. Round through cat. And final round. Lift tailbone, shoulder blades squeeze, gaze upward. Exhale, round through cat. Let's push ourselves up to down dog. Up on top of the balls of the feet, press into the hands, hips go up and back. Tailbone lengthens up, away from the knees here. Feel a nice stretching and lengthening the back of your legs. Paddle out the feet, wake up your ankles a bit here. Get the calves a little more opened. Don't lose your hand grip on the floor as you're moving around your feet. Gaze forward, tiptoe yourself forward toward the top of the mat. Exhale, find a forward fold, first one, so probably bend your knees. Let's grab your elbows, let your body hang, creating some length in between each vertebrae. Plant the hands on the floor, maybe you straighten the knees, maybe you pedal them out a little bit. We'll gently round yourself up to standing. Arms overhead. We'll try to find your biceps towards your ears, so thumbs going back. As you do so, knit your lowest rib cage down toward the front of the hips. And find arms coming back again. Tailbone lengthens to the heels, engaging your core just a little bit more now. Engaging the front of your thighs to lift your kneecaps, activating your legs. Lift your inner arch up to create lift. And then outer ankle comes up and in to find a nice little mini bridge under your foot, activating your feet. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Long knees if you can. If not, bending knees is awesome too. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine, fingertips on the ground or on your shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take a plank. We'll take Cobra for these first few vinyasas, and then when you feel like you're ready for it, you can always just start going for your chaturangas and upward dogs. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring your chest all the way to the floor. Flip on top of the feet, press into the palms, gently lift your heart, tailbone lengthen, shoulders open. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, tiptoe your feet forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, rise up, head is last. Inhale, arms overhead. Grab left wrist with your right hand. We'll hinge over to the right. Push your hips out to the left. Ground through the left foot. And lengthen your left arm. Feel a nice lengthening all the way through your armpit, through the side body, maybe all the way down to the hips. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch the grip. Left hand grabs right wrist. Hinge over to the left. Right foot grounds down. Right hip pushes out. Shoulders away from the ears, and the arm is lengthening overhead. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine, have your fingertips on the ground or at your shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend elbows, lower your chest all the way to the floor. Press into the palms, lift your heart, tailbone lengthens. Exhale, hips up back, down dog. Gaze forward, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, let yourself rise up. And exhale, hands at your side. All right, and next, all the things that we're going to do, they're going to be timed. We have 30 seconds for each activity, for each exercise. First one, we'll have a lunge with heart openers, and then we'll take a vinyasa after each exercise, right? So we'll do it for 30 seconds. We'll take a vinyasa, and then we'll get the other side. First one that we have, lunge, heart opening. We'll take left leg will be on the floor. Inhale, step back. Exhale, we step forward, right? Using the arms to help open up the pecs a little bit. And the back leg long to feel opening in your hip flexor. Inhale, we open. Exhale, step forward. Be aware of the front leg, knee coming inward. We're trying to keep the activation on the outside of the hip so that the knee stays aligned with the second toe. Ready? We got 30 seconds left leg only, vinyasa, and then 30 seconds right leg before a vinyasa. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Inhale, step back. Open the hip flexor, open the chest. Left leg stays in the floor. Right leg is the one moving. Left hamstrings pull you forward. Try to stretch out the right hip flexor and open your heart. Right? Play with your arms. Feel where it feels a little sticky for you. 10 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Vinyasa. So you can take your chaturangas or your cobras. It's chaturanga, up dog, down dog. We'll inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, step through. Same thing. We'll rise up here now to start. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open. Exhale, step. Inhale, open. Exhale, step. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a vinyasa. Let's Let's plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows at the side of your ribs. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders back. Exhale, hips up, back, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. Lunge, step forward. Exercise 2. We got leg swings. Vinyasa after each one to get you back to standing. All right, so arms out in front. We'll start balancing on the right leg. Right, reach for the hands. Try to keep the foot off the floor the whole time so we're balancing. Try not to swing the body around or swing the leg around, right? Try to control with the hips here and your swing. Ready? You can use a wall if you need to, if your balance is a little off. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Left leg, leg swing, balance. Focus the foot on the right side. Halfway. Good posture, shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Dive down. Vinyasa. Step back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend elbows halfway. Inhale, flip on the feet. Upward dog, shoulders back. Tailbone lengthens. Hips up, back. Exhale, down dog. Step, jump, hop forward, however you want to get there. Inhale, gaze in between the hands. Rise up. Left leg balancing now. Right leg swinging. Get ready. And 3, 2, 1. Swing. Long leg. Hinge at the hip. Ten seconds ago. 3, 2, 1. Take a vinyasa. Plant the hands. Step back, plank. Rotate elbow creases forward. Shift forward. Exhale, bend elbows halfway. Shoulders back. Inhale, flip on the feet. Upward dog. Exhale, hips up, back, down dog. Gaze forward, make your way to the top of the mat, however you would like. I'm inhaling, bending the knees, getting a little spring, and we pop. Next one, Skandasanas. So we'll take this wide-legged position. We got 30 seconds, Skandasana, one side to staff. Take a little vinyasa, same thing, other side, right? Feet wide enough so that when you sink into your hips, the knee isn't going outside of the foot, right? This pinky can either stay glued down and you're in this a little bit higher Skandasana, right? Or you can get a little bit lower, lifting the heel off, or sorry, lifting the ball of the foot off the floor, getting a little bit more into the right hip. Push to staff. Back down. Inhale down. Exhale to staff. The groin of the long leg pulls you forward. Outside of the other hip pushes you. 30 seconds. Start. In 3, 2, 1. Go to the right first. 3, 2, 1. Take a vinyasa, pivot toward the right foot. Step back, shift forward, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, flip on top of the feet, up dog. Exhale, hips up, back down dog. Gaze forward, make your way to the top of the mat, however you choose. And we rise up. All right. Same thing, other side, shifting into the left leg now. Deep into the hip. Or we can get a little bit lower with lifting the right toes. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Shift. Exhale. Push. Inhale. Down. Exhale. Push. And the right groin squeezes you. Left leg push. Right groin squeeze. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Take a vinyasa to the left now. Step back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, shoulders back. Exhale, hips up, back, down dog. Look at the top of the mat. Springiness in your knees. Step, jump, hop. Spring. Forward. All right. Next. Warrior 3 reps. 30 seconds. Warrior 3 to staff. Each leg. We'll take a vinyasa afterwards. We'll take a regular vinyasa. All right. Warrior 3. We'll start balancing on the right foot. Right? We'll inhale to your staff, 90-90. Exhale, you'll push foot back. Warrior 3. All 5 toes of that floating leg face the floor. Try to find lifting in your heart, like a little bit of an up dog or a cobra. Right? Hands can be wherever you want. You inhale, slightly bend the standing leg to use your hamstrings to bring you back up. Back of the leg stretches, back of the leg strengthens to bring you up. Get ready. Time starts. In 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Warrior 3 to staff. Inhale up. Exhale into Warrior 3. Three, 2, 1. Vinyasa. Step back plank. Inhale, shift forward. Bend elbows. Flip on top of the feet, up dog. Exhale, hips up, back, down dog. Make your way to the top of the mat. Try to jump every time here from now on out, right? If you haven't been. Get yourself forward so you can stack your hips over the shoulder. And then, at some point, you'll find the float, or a little bit of the float. That's how it starts. Right, left leg on the floor. Warrior 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Staff. Warrior 3, all 5 toes, floating leg. Try to rotate down. Find lifting in your heart. 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa. Ready? Inhale, shift forward. Bend elbows. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up, back down dog. Gaze forward, step, jump, hop forward. Top of the mat. Right. Lunge with side flexion. So we'll stay low in the lunge the whole time. We'll go right leg to start so you can see, right? So finding the lunge, the back knee, the more that you sink into the hips, you can try to get the right fingertips, that's my right leg forward, try to get up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Should feel it really nice through that side body. And you're going to get a bit of a burn in the leg from holding it for 30 seconds as well. Stack the knee over the ankle. Get ready. Right side to start. Feet about hip width apart. In 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Exhale, drop. Inhale, center. Exhale, open up. Left side of the body. Stay with it. Move with your breath. Feel the burn. 10 seconds to go. Three, two, one. Vinyasa. Shift forward. Exhale. Chaturanga. Bend your elbows halfway. Don't let your shoulders dip below your elbows. Inhale, upward dog. Press into the palms. Exhale. Hips up, back down dog. Make way to top of the mat. Step, jump, hop, walk, whatever. Left leg on the floor. Time starts. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 30. Try to feel it. Feel the side body opening all the way through the hip, through the rib cage, through the side of your abdominal wall. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa. Inhale, shift. Exhale, bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, flip the feet, upward dog. Exhale, hips up, back. Downward dog. Top of the mat. Time for the window to be opened. All right, almost there. Standing splits. We got 2 more of these timed exercises. Standing splits and a twist. Standing split, you can either rep it out, or if it just feels really good to hold it for the whole 30 seconds, right? Starting off the same way you did Warrior 3. Inhale, staff. Exhale, foot, all 5 toes, rotate downward. If you have blocks here, that's beneficial, right? We're trying to lift the back leg as high as you can, get more weight into the ball of the front foot. If you come back up, bend the knee, find your balance, right back into it. Ready? 30 seconds, start in 3, 2, 1, left leg on the floor. Exhale down. Inhale, we rise. This is a slow movement, right? Not trying to go fast here, trying to keep the balance, the stretch, the alignment. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa. Shift. Exhale, bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, flip on top of the feet, upward dog. Exhale, hips up, back. Down dog. Jump forward, top of the mat. Look. Bend knees, look in between the hands. Inhale, we lift. I'm not asking you to do a handstand. Just trying to get those hips stacked over the shoulders, or at least going for it. Your hands are your brakes to stop the back bend over, right? But try not to let that happen. Unless you're super back bendy. Sophie, maybe. All right, standing split, right foot. Get ready? In 3, 2, 1. Standing split, right foot. Left leg lifts. Try to keep all the 5 toes rotating downward and lift. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Take your vinyasa. Plank position. Shift forward. Bend elbows, chaturanga. Flip on top of the feet. Upward dog. Exhale, hips up, back, down dog. Fingers are your brakes. We try to look forward. Launch off. You inhale. We launch. Try to stack hips over the shoulders, right? And your feet just go right back down to the floor. Don't extend the legs. Knee tuck. Feet plant. Inhale, rise. Hands at your side. Last thing, and we'll move on. All right, static lunge, active twist. Holding right leg down on the ground. We inhale, arms up. Back leg is pretty long. Try to find back hip forward, front hip back. Keep the hips square. Exhale, open up toward the front leg side, right? Try to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips and your fingers wide, really trying to open the chest. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Step back. Inhale, arms rise. Keep the lunge. Exhale, twist toward the front leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Move with your breath. Keep the lunge. Open up. Gaze back. Don't let the right or the front knee buckle inward. Three, 2, 1. Step forward. Forward fold. Take a vinyasa. Inhale, shift. Exhale, bend. Last one. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, hips up, back, down dog. Make your way top of the mat. Let's give it a try. Keep jumping. Fingers strong, hands strong. Gaze forward. Bend knees. Inhale, we launch. Plant. Inhale, rise. Active twist. Left side or other side. All right. Ready? Inhale, arms rise. My stopwatch. Ready? Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, twist toward the front leg side. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Be aware of the front knee buckling inward as you twist. Keep activity on the outside of the hip. Halfway. Three, two, one. Vinyasa. Final vinyasa here. Shift. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Hips up, back down dog. Strong hands. Gaze in between them. Inhale, we lift, right? Find the springiness. If that's not what you, that's what you don't want to do, unless you got a wall behind you. Nice work. Sip of water if you need it. Just kind of even out from those twists and stuff. Let's take a wide-legged forward fold, and then we'll go into Malasana after that. Wide-legged forward fold. Your feet are about 3 feet apart or wider. Try to rotate the toes slightly inward, the heel slightly outward. Try to have your fingertips in line with the front of your toes, elbows bent. Exhale, leaning in toward the balls of the feet, trying to get your head closer to the ground. Inhale, arise. Now turn your feet outward. Maybe you bring them in slightly a little bit. Drop the hips back. Sink into your hips, bending the knees. You can have your hands out in front. That sometimes helps to counterbalance. Push your elbows into your knees, knees into the elbows if you're taking this. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Plant the hands. Inhale. Rise up. All right. Core. We got 4 exercises. 30 seconds each. That's the theme. We got forearm plank with a side tap, so it's like a half T we're going for with your arm. So forearms, feet about hip width apart, tailbone lengthens down to your heels. If you want to go a little wider in their feet, you'll find more stability. Elbows under the shoulders. We tap out to the side. Tap out to the side. Try not to let the hips shift as you tap. That's the main goal here. Option onto the knees just slightly. Still try to find your tap. You'll feel it in your core a little bit there as well. Ready? Time starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Side taps right out to the side, even with your shoulder height. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Quick child's pose. Stretch it out, arms out. Straight arm plank, toe taps. I'm going to come off to the side a little bit here. I should, come off the side because you can see me. Hands under the shoulders. Plank position to start. We open up, foot out to the side. Open up, foot out to the side. Try to have the pinky toe tap the ground as you do this. So you can keep the internal rotation of your femur. Right? 30 seconds. Option. No option for this one. Try to stay with it. Forearms could be your option. 3, 2, 1. Plank. Toe taps. Working the side of the hip, side of the body. Opening up the groin a bit too, right? Really try to reach. Stay with me. Three, 2, 1. Push back. Side plank, leg lift. 30 seconds. All right. Straight arm or forearm will be your options for this one, for the arm. The lower leg option will be on the forearm. Knee pushes into the floor to still lift the hips. We find higher leg lifting up and down using the side of the hip. Rotate foot internally so that the big toe doesn't start to reach for the ceiling, right? You want to keep the toes facing the wall. 30 seconds starts. If you're doing long arm plank, hand right under the shoulder. 3, 2, and push into the pinky edge of the foot on the floor. 1, 30 seconds. Stack shoulders, stack hips so you don't fall forward or back. 10 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Woo. Switch it up. Other side starts in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Ten seconds to go. Strong hand. Keep pushing. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice. Reverse mountain climbers for 30. For the final one. And then we'll cool it down. Fingertips face your heels. We'll lift the hips. Tailbone lengthens to the knees. Push into the palms. Shoulders back. Try to feel a little bit of an opening in the front of your chest. The biceps, right? Lift. March. Push into the foot on the floor to activate glutes. Tailbone lengthening. Heart opening. Get ready. Time will start. Find your tabletop option. Don't lift so high, right? 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. March. You can keep the butt a little bit lower for your option. Try to open the heart if you're feeling the full lift here. Stay with it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, drop it down. Nice. Nice job. I got the core activated there for sure. All right, we got a few stretches to prepare for back bends, and we'll cool it down starting now. If you have a towel nearby, we're doing the quad stretch on the wall, my fave. I'm going to put this here to protect your knee a little bit. All right, don't have to fold it too much. Left knee close to the wall, top of the foot on the wall. It'll be just on the side of your hip. My left leg is the stretching leg. My right leg is the one that's out in front. I'm going to push into my right thigh to get myself to lift into this lunge position. All right, you might have to readjust once you find it. The further your knee is from the wall, the more accessible it will be to help open up the front of the leg. If your low back is unable to get flattened at all, make the knee further away from the wall to decrease some of your low back discomfort in the stretch. All right, tailbone lengthens. Arms overhead, open up the heart a bit, open up the front body. Tailbone lengthens, hips push forward a little bit. Stay with it, another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch it up. Right foot on the wall, top of the right foot on the wall. The other foot comes out in front. Find your positioning. Use the hand with the leg in the front, push yourself up. Maybe you adjust. Ready? Tailbone lengthens, hips push a little forward, heart opens. Do whatever you want with your arms. Play with it, feel it. Maybe you lean back a little bit to keep the tailbone down as you do so to protect your low back. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Camel. Camel on a wall. Camel on a wall. So this one, you can use a blanket as well, unless you got a nice cushiony floor. Use a wall or a door. I like to, helps me to feel my hips, where my hips are. With this one, you can have your top of the feet on the floor to make it a little further away to reach, or on the tippy toes to give your hands closer reach. Hands will be towards your back pockets, fingertips facing down. Rotate elbows back, shoulders down and away from the ears. Broaden your collarbones, lift your sternum, tailbone lengthens down, hips push forward. Then we start to open the heart up toward the ceiling. Heart opener more than a back bender. Heart opens, and if you're okay with releasing your hands from your hips to find your heels, go for it. Keep pushing the hips forward. Gaze up if that's okay. Inhale, we rise. Whew. Take a seat on the shins, if that's possible for you. If not, whatever comfortable position is cool. All right. We're going to go bow, bridge, wheel. If any one of these are more beneficial for you as we get to them, like the previous one, stick with that versus going to whatever's next. Bow, we can all try. All right, so rest your head on the floor. Let's relax here for a minute. Let's pick your legs up. Do a couple windshield wipers. Dropping the heels. Feel a nice little opening in your low back potentially. All right. Bows. We're going to reach for the, I'm going to go for the inside of the ankles so you can help to open the heart here. Grabbing the inside of the ankles. If the outside is all you can get that. That's just as awesome. Right? Reach for the ankles. You'll kick the feet forward to help then lift the heart. Lift the knees up, tailbone lengthens, gaze a little bit forward, not up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Grabbing ankles pushing, hands away to lift the heart, lift your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. I love back bends, but they're always something that's very challenging to me. Let's flip over on your back. Couple windshield wipers here first. Drop the knees. Open up the low back a little bit. All right. So the next two things, we got bridge and Urdhva Dhanurasana, or the full wheel pose, upward facing bow. You can stick with bridge twice instead if you'd like to. We'll have the heels in the distance to maybe touch it with your fingertips. Press your shoulders into the floor, drive through the heels to lift your heart, and then tuck your shoulders underneath a little bit more. Drive through the heels, activating more of your bum and your lower back. Tailbone lengthens to the knees. And exhale to release. All right, option to stay with the bridge, or we'll go for Urdhva Dhanurasana if that's within your realm of trying. You'll place the hands on the ground, elbow tips pointing up. The hands are going to be about ear height or a little bit lower towards your neck if possible. And we'll press into the feet first to find your bridge. Press into the palms to shift on top of your head, then readjust your hands if you need, right? Now we'll inhale to press into the palms, lift. Try to find your feet flat on the ground, toes facing forward, tailbone lengthens to the knees. Open. And inhale to release. Nice job. Let's take a twist. Knees line with the hips, arms out like a T. Twist over to the left. Twisting over to the left, reach your left arm a little bit further out. That'll help your right shoulder blades to come closer to the floor. Finding a nice twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Right, reach your right hand out. Left shoulder blade comes closer to the floor. And let's shift. Let's shift onto your side. We'll take a sleeper stretch here after all that work that we did. If you have something to rest your head on, go for it. If not, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Tuck the left shoulder underneath. We'll have the elbow even with the shoulder. Elbow height even with the shoulder height. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Plug in the shoulder under you. My left arm is stretching. My right hand is pressing into my left wrist to internally rotate the shoulder, getting the palm closer to the floor. If your elbow started to go lower, readjust. And inhale, release. We'll go same thing other side. I'm going to go this way. Plug in your shoulder back. I'm stretching my right side, so now my left arm or my left hand is pushing on my right wrist to high five the floor. Oh yeah. Inhale, release. Let's roll onto your back. Both legs long. Lift right leg. Grab behind the right knee. Flex the right toes up toward the knee. Make the right hip lower, left hip a little higher. That'll find the hips at pretty much the same height. Now, if you have that strap, you can use a strap here, right? Or you can piece finger bind on the big toe. Plug the hip down and back, shoulder down and back. Relax. Did a lot of hamstring stuff today with the lunges and warrior threes and half splits. Inhale, open the leg up toward the right. Try to keep left hip down as you do so. We'll inhale back to center. You can switch the grip of the strap or your hand on the foot. Plug the shoulder and the hip down. We're going to cross the body, but not fully. Try to keep the right hip down as best as you can. Feel a nice opening on the outside of the hip, over the thigh. Let's take a figure four. Reclined pigeon. Thread the needle, right ankle's on top of the left knee. Try to press your low back into the floor as you bring the leg closer to your chest. Keep the low back down. Keep the low back down as you bring the leg in. And plant the feet. Lengthen the right leg out. Lengthen the left leg out. Same thing other side. Lift left knee, straighten the knee, grab behind the thigh to start, and then we'll bring the right hip up, left hip down to find same height of hips. Use your strap here if you need it, or peace finger bind. Inhale, we'll open up left leg to the left. Try to keep right hip down. Inhale, center. And we'll switch the grip. Right hand outside of left foot or grabbing the strap with the right hand. Bringing the left leg, crossing the body, trying to keep the left hip grounded, not full twisting. IT band stretch, or that lateral thigh musculature and fascia. Bring it back to center. Bend in the knee. We'll take a pigeon. Left ankle on top of right knee. Keep the low back down. Thread the needle, grab either the front of the shin or behind your hamstring. Active left ankle to protect the outside of the left knee. And release. And we can take a full twist again here. Easy with the hips. Shift onto the left hip. Go to the left side. Inhale, center. Shift onto the right. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. And bring them back to center. Inhale, give yourself a big, big hug. Great job. Happy baby. Grab the outside of your feet or bind on the big toes. Drive the knees into the floor. Low back stays down as best as you can. Open up the thighs. Inhale, open the knees. If that feels good for you. And exhale. Release to your Shavasana. Be as comfortable as you can. Do a scan of your body. What is not melting downward? Is it your brow, your shoulders? Are your thighs engaged still? Check it out. Release the tension. Inhale. Arms overhead, like you just stretching from a nap. Roll over onto one side, and we'll push yourself back up to a seat. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om. May all beings be happy and free. May our thoughts, words, actions contribute to their happiness and freedom. I hope you feel free. The new year is coming. What can you do for yourself to help you to feel free to be your best and highest self? It's a very important question we should all ask ourselves on a somewhat regular basis. Namaste. Thank you for coming. Starting next week, I will be using bands for these classes, so check the link on our website where it says links, and then there'll be like things to buy there, yoga block straps, bands, and such. I'm going to be using the door anchor bands and also the hip band. It's like that little rubber looped band as well. You can put it on your ankles or your hips. I'm going to be using those starting next week. So if you don't have them, it's going to be a little bit different to follow. It'll just open up a ton more exercises for us. So if you can't get them by next week, please get them for the future workouts, but get them, get them, get them. It'll make you have a much more well-rounded and strength workout for yourself. And you can bring the bands anywhere you go, so they're awesome for that too. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming.